All right, welcome everyone to the New Jersey Association of College Admission Counseling STEM Virtual College Fair. Thank you for joining us. I just want to go over a few housekeeping items before we get started. On your screen, you will see a Q&A button where you can use to type your questions to the presenters at any time. If you do have a question for a specific college, be sure to mention the college in your question. Your camera and microphone are turned off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is also just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. The presentation is also being recorded and will be available within a week at the same time where you registered. All right, so I will be turning off my camera and turning over to our first college for today, which is Chatham University.
Hi, everyone. My name is Cassidy. I know it says Alyssa, and I'm coming to you from Chatham in Pittsburgh, PA. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen in just a moment. Okay. So Chatham is located right in Shadyside in Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh is in Pennsylvania, around 6 hours from New Jersey if you are coming from New Jersey high school. We are considered one of the most livable universities, the third safest major city, and the top 15 best college towns. Pittsburgh's such a beautiful place to live and to kind of be a young adult and a young professional. And our location is really special because we are a smaller university of about 2,200 students, or 2,300 students. We're actually growing, but we're in such a large city in a really vibrant and exciting place. So we do have that 10-to-1 student to faculty ratio. The classes that you'll take aren't going to be with hundreds of other students. We have only 2 main lecture halls on campus. So let's say you're a biology student, you might be taking Bio 101 with only 40 other students. So I always tell those looking into a university, are you looking for big or small? And how did you learn the best whenever you were in high school? Because if you are a student that really thrives with that one-on-one impact and that one-on-one attention with your teacher or professor, then we are definitely a university to kind of keep your eye out for. So here are some of our STEM majors. We have biochemistry, physics, math, biology, chemistry, exercise science, and environmental science. We had a famous alum of Rachel Carson who was an environmental pioneer here. So we have an entire school dedicated to environmental science and sustainability. That's our Folk School of Sustainability, which is about 45 minutes from our main campus in Shadyside. Biology, we have human biology, which is our largest and most popular major on campus. And that is because it transitions into a couple different routes. So you can become a physician's assistant from human biology. You can go to our Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, which is, we have an agreement with them if you want to become a DO. And we give every student who is interested in med school pre-med advisor. So that gives you the opportunity to first start with human biology here on campus and then transition into a med school later on. Recent capstones that Chatham seniors in science and math majors have included salivary IgA levels in collegiate women, synthesizing and testing analogs, signaling inhibitors, and that's just to name a few. So research on campus is very prevalent. Like stated previously before, you don't really necessarily have to fight for these research positions because they are readily available. Every student either completes a capstone or an internship here, and a lot of those internships do have some element of research involved within them. These are some new academic programs. It might not necessarily be STEM, but these are some to keep in mind that Chatham also has. If you have any other interests such as neuroscience, food studies, music technology, and music business. And then this is some of our integrated degrees like I previously brought up. So let's say you're in biology or human bio, you would go into Masters of PA. Psychology, you could maybe do occupational therapy. And then up here is where you can see some of those STEM majors coming into place. So occupational therapy is actually a doctorate level program, as well as our physical therapy program. Master of Science in counseling psychology, which would actually end in licensure. So all of these are 5-year programs, excluding the doctorate level occupational therapy and physical therapy. And what that means, it's an integrated degree. So it's that 3-year plus 2 years. So instead of taking 6 or more years to get your master's, you're starting from your bachelor's and transitioning directly into that master's level program. And I think that is one of the largest draws to our campus, is those small class sizes and those integrated degrees. Career development, we require students to take internships. We require a lot of that personal experience because we want our students to be prepared. So if you are going in and you want to be, do future research, we want you to have some experience under your belt after you graduate. So 96% of our students within 6 months of graduation have a full-time job in their field, and that has everything to do with our career development. That has everything to do with our internship processes because they're already included in the curriculum. So every single student has to complete 3 to 17 credits in internships, and our career development will help you from creating a cover letter to a resume. We even have a dress for success room if you shrunk your blazer and oh my gosh, you have an interview tomorrow. So we have some really fantastic resources to not only ensure that you're going to be successful here on campus, like with tutoring, but also when you graduate. We have a really strong alum network, a really strong mentor-mentee program. So we try to keep that in mind whenever we're trying to make sure our students are going to be successful the entire way around. And if you do have questions, this would be the Office of Admissions, and here's some kind of brief pictures of what our campus looks like. It looks like it might be in the middle of nowhere, but I promise you it's very centrally located in Pittsburgh, PA. Thank you so much for everyone's time and for attending this session.
Thank you very much, Cassie. Our next presenter will be from Embry Riddle Aeronautical University. And just a reminder, if you guys have questions anytime during this presentation, please use the Q&A feature at the very bottom.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Dana Carlin, and as she said, I am representing Embry Riddle Aeronautical University. And I'm actually not going to share my screen because our presentation is really like an hour long, and it includes a lot of videos of our campus and what goes on there and our students speaking. So I'm going to do a really abbreviated version of kind of our long presentation, but I definitely would encourage you to go on our website and sign up for one of those extended info sessions that we are offering. We offer usually about 2 a week, and you can go right on our website to sign up for one of those. We are what you call the epitome of a STEM university. So Embry and Riddle were actually 2 men that got together and started a flight school in Miami. So now we are so much more than a flight school. We have a campus on Daytona Beach, like 10 minutes from the beach, adjacent to Daytona Airport. So if you're interested in flight, you could literally roll out of bed and you get on your plane. We are about 45 minutes from Orlando, and you can watch the space shuttles take off from our student center. So it's a really cool place. So we have about 7,000 undergrads on that Daytona Beach campus and about 3,000 on our Prescott, Arizona campus. We also have a worldwide campus, which is our online platform, which has about 17,000 students. So what are we most known for? We are definitely known for our aeronautical science program, which is our flight program. So if you want to be a pilot, that is certainly where you want to be. We are also known definitely for our aerospace engineering program. We have been #1 for the last 20 years in the country for aerospace engineering. So another new program that we recently started is our aerospace physiology program, which combines science and biomedics to create a pre-med program. So our students have been doing really well combining our space program with our science programs and going on to medical school. So it kind of makes you stand out if you're interested in that science pathway. We are definitely an aviation-based university, which includes astronomy, astrophysics, meteorology. And then on top of it, we do have the data science, computer science. We are the only school of its kind to have cyber intelligence and security and homeland security programs. And as I said, our engineering program is not just aerospace, but we do have electrical, civil, mechanical, software, and so on. We are also a typical university where we do have D2 sports. So we have both, and we have NCAA on our Daytona Beach campus and NAIA on Arizona campus. So we pretty much have all the typical sports, just not football, but we actually do have a flight team. So our students get really, really involved, and it's super, super competitive. And we've actually taken first place in the past couple of years. Unfortunately, last year, because of COVID, they didn't have the competition. So our class size is typically 25 to 28. That's the same in Prescott and Daytona Beach. We don't have any large lecture halls. All of our class sizes are taught, all of our classes are taught by professors. They are not taught by TAs. They are taught by professors in the field that you are studying. Our career services is right on campus, gets active with you from day one. We bring our alumni back to campus. They're super involved with our students. We have a great study abroad program, internship program, and we really encourage our students to utilize all of that, right away on campus. We are a very, very family-oriented, super involved university. From day one, I interact with every single one of my New Jersey and New York students that apply to our school. I know them by name, I know them by Zoom, and I encourage them to reach out to me, interact with me, and get to know me. So we have an open door policy all the time. So I'm going to put my personal email for Embry Riddle in the chat, and I would encourage you to reach out to me if you have any questions, if you need anything. We are offering in-person tours on both our campuses. We have not stopped our tours. We have not stopped our classes. We have been hybrid, but we are on campus. Our flight program has never stopped, and we want our students there. We want our students to learn, and we're doing it safely and carefully, but we definitely encourage you to be a part of our community and to become a part of our family. So thank you for coming today, and thank you for listening, and for, definitely being a part of this. Okay, so I look forward to hearing from you. Bye, everybody.
All right, thank you so much for your presentation. Up next, we have Florida Tech.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, you're all good.
Okay, perfect. Hi guys, my name is Tonya, and I am an admission counselor here at Florida Tech. I work with all the students from New Jersey, so I will be your admission counselor when you guys apply. Florida Tech, we are located in Melbourne, Florida, which is an hour from Orlando, and we are right here on the Space Coast of Florida. Our school was actually founded by a couple of NASA scientists and engineers about 62 years ago. And we were founded as an initiative to further educate people working over at NASA back in the space race era. So that's how Florida Tech all started back then, offering a few programs. But we have expanded a lot, and today we have closer to 190 different degree programs here on campus. We are considered to be a smaller school. Right now we have about 3,500 undergrad students. So our average class sizes are 20 to 25 students. We have 4 colleges. We have a College of Aeronautics for students who wants to become professional pilots. We have a College of Business. We have College of Engineering and Science, and then Psychology and Liberal Arts. Our College of Engineering and Science is definitely our most popular one. That is where 75% of our students are enrolled in. And we have a lot of different engineering and science programs. The most popular one is definitely aerospace and mechanical engineering. Again, I think it's because of our location here on the Space Coast and our history with NASA. But we're also very well known for computer science and software engineering, because not a lot of schools offer that on the undergrad level. And then we have a lot of unique and specialized sciences like marine biology. We have a lot of pre-med programs. And we're also big into space sciences like astrobiology, astronomy, and astrophysics. And on the picture here, you can actually see our telescope that we have on campus that our students and faculty uses. A couple cool programs that we offer. One of them is co-ops. I'm sure you guys know what an internship is, and a co-op is very similar. It's where you go work for a company. It's a guaranteed paid internship within your field of study. And what we do here is we admit students directly into their majors. So if you're coming from mechanical engineering, you'll be learning about it your first semester. You'll be in the machine shop the first semester, and you can go out and get your first co-op or your first internship with the summer after your freshman year if you wanted to. And we have a lot of partners for our co-op programs here in Melbourne. Another cool program is our fast track program, which basically lets you graduate in 5 years with a bachelor and a master's degree. So it will definitely save you some time and money if you're thinking about getting a master's degree as well. For our students in engineering and science, your senior year, you're going to be working across disciplines. You're going to be spending a lot of time in the Harris Student Design Center. You're going to be planning, designing and executing senior projects. I have gone to the showcase for these projects a few times because it's open to the public, and there is some cool stuff that our students have built. We have seen aircrafts, mining robots for NASA, ROVs, just to mention some. So you'll be spending a lot of time doing hands-on stuff your senior year. Student life, we're Division II. We have about 18 different varsity sports here on campus. Besides being a D2 school, we have a lot of clubs and organizations. It all ranges from beach volleyball and surfing to robotics, Greek life, esports. So there should be something for everybody to get involved in. The way our student population is broken down is usually we have 1/3 Florida students, 1/3 out-of-state students, and then 1/3 international students. And we have students from 110 different countries represented on campus. So very diverse campus life. Quickly about the application process, I'm not going to talk too much about it, but we do accept the Common App, and we have our own university application as well. So it is free to apply here. We do rolling admissions, so we don't have any deadlines or anything. You can apply all throughout your senior year, but we will require your transcript, and we also do require SAT or ACT scores. Like I said, I will be your admission counselor if you're applying from New Jersey. So just reach out to me if you have any application questions after this. When you apply for admission, you automatically apply for our financial aid. We do give out a lot of financial aid, and the academic scholarships is based off of your GPA and test scores. But we also have a lot of like incentive grants if you are doing robotics, or if you're an Eagle Scout or a Gold Scout or something like that. So these stats right here show that we do give out a lot of financial aid to students. No student really pay full tuition. Here's my contact information. I would love to hear from you guys, and we are doing on-campus tours as well every day. If you're not able to come to Florida for a tour, you can check us out on Amazon actually, because Amazon Prime was on campus filming an episode for their college tour. So we're actually episode number 2 on the Amazon Prime college tour. So definitely check us out. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Florida Tech. As a reminder, guys, please feel free to use the Q&A at the very bottom if you have a question about anything that you're seeing today. And if you have a question for a specific college, be sure to name the college in your question. Up next, we have Fairleigh Dickinson University.
Hi, everyone. My name is Megan Troy, and I'm an undergraduate admissions counselor for Fairleigh Dickinson University. I'm just going to get my screen started. Okay, so at Fairleigh Dickinson University, we do have 2 campuses located in New Jersey. One is in Teaneck, New Jersey, known as our Metropolitan Campus, and the other is in Madison, New Jersey, known as our Florham Campus. These campuses are about 20 to 25 minutes apart. We have over 100 different options in majors and concentrations, and we are considered a medium-sized school because we have 2 campuses, but our student-to-faculty ratio is about 12-1, so average class sizes for us are about 20 to 25 students in a course. We have a very active student life with over 146 different student organizations that can range from professional to academic clubs to just interest clubs and sports clubs. We do have an opportunity for students to earn not just their bachelor's, but their master's as well. We have 43 different academic programs, and a lot of our STEM programs are a part of our Combined Degree Advantage program. So it allows you to earn your bachelor's and master's in 5 years' time instead of the traditional 6 or 7, depending on the program that you're going into. Majority of our students are receiving financial aid awards. You do not have to apply for a scholarship when you apply to FDU. So once you've submitted your application, we will review for scholarship. And then once your FAFSA has been received by our financial aid department, they will submit a financial aid package for you shortly after admissions. A little bit about our 2 campuses. Our Metropolitan campus does have Division I athletics with 21 different teams, 2 of them starting in the next academic school year with men's volleyball and women's lacrosse for our TNEC campus. We have a little over 3,000 undergraduate students and a little over 1,700 graduate students. Both of our campuses have graduate programs, but a bulk of them will be on our Metropolitan campus in TNEC. Our Florham campus houses our Division III athletics with 19 teams there. The teams do vary between campuses. We do have a lot that are on both campuses, but there are some that are campus specific. With 2,600 undergraduate students and about 700 graduate students, our School of Pharmacy is actually located on our Madison campus. Just a quick picture of both of our campuses. Like I mentioned, our Metropolitan campus is in Teaneck, New Jersey, which is about 6 miles from New York City. The campus is split by the Hackensack River, so we do have 2 sides to our campus. It's beautiful. I like it more in the fall than I do in the winter because of the snow, of course. Our Madison campus used to be home to the Vanderbilt Trombley family, so it's a beautiful campus. Still houses their former mansion, which is what you can see there. But the campus itself is dynamic. So either campus, I do tell students you do kind of need to feel them out. But we do have some that are major specific. So for our STEM programs, we do have engineering, both civil engineering, electrical, mechanical, and some engineering technology programs, information technology, computer science, marine biology. And those are specific to our Metropolitan campus. Some of the programs that are available on both of our campuses are biochemistry, biology, chemistry, mathematics, computer science, nursing, and psychology. One of the wonderful things is, like I mentioned, we do have a School of Pharmacy. So you can attend either of our campuses for the undergraduate portion of the degree program, but for the doctorate of pharmacy, you would attend the Madison campus. Along with these programs, we do have several accelerated partnership programs for medicine, veterinary, pharmacy, again with us, a DO program, physical therapy. So there are opportunities for students to earn advanced degrees in shorter amounts of time. This is just a breakdown of our colleges and schools at FDU. Depending on your major, you will be located within one of these departments, and that will also give you where your academic advising will take place. Just some highlights for STEM at FDU. Some of our students have recently done internships with Revlon Cosmetics, NJ Transit, PSE&G, Hewlett-Packard, and the Department of Defense through our computer science program. And then some recent graduates have accepted full-time positions with Colgate, the FDA, UPS, so it does vary. And then not only do we have those partnerships for accelerated professional degrees, we do still have students that will go all over. Recent graduates have gone to Rutgers for medical school, NYU for physical therapy, UPenn for a PhD program. So just to name a few, but our students are thriving in our programs, and they're able to go on to great things after graduation. Internships are going to be a part of almost all of your academic programs. Some are clinical, like for psychology and nursing, and some are going to be those hands-on engineering type internship opportunities. So not only do we have those 2 campuses in New Jersey, we also have opportunities for our students to study abroad at our campus in England or our campus in Vancouver, Canada. It is not required for anyone to study abroad, but it is a great opportunity. Our students pay the same tuition to go to England or Vancouver as they do while they are in New Jersey. So it's an excellent opportunity for those who are interested in studying abroad. Again, I mentioned we are not far from New York City, which as most of you guys are New Jersey students, you probably know that. But I think one of my favorite things that we do is showcase being so close. We go to things like Broadway. We have the UN Pathways program, and we have opportunities for our students to do, of course, their internships there as well. Just quickly to go over our application process, we are on the Common Application, and we have the FDU application as well. It is free, and we offer a grant normally if you apply by December 1st, but we are rolling admissions, so you can continue to apply after that. If you would like to grab our digital brochure, you can use your phone really quick and scan one of these barcodes, but you'll get this information at a later time as well. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll put my contact information in the description box, the chat box. So thank you. I hope I was helpful.
Thank you so very much, Megan. Up next, we have Quinnipiac University.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kitty Strong. I am one of the associate directors here at Quinnipiac. So for most of you, we could be anywhere from about an hour and a half to about 3.5 hours away. We are located in Hamden, Connecticut, just outside of the city of New Haven. Like my friends at FDU, we do have multiple campuses. We are made up of 3 campuses. However, you will just apply to Quinnipiac. Some of our students utilize 2. Some of our students will utilize 3 during their experience. The Mount Carmel campus, for all intents and purposes, is our main campus. That's the one that everyone will start out taking classes on and living with us. It does house our 1st and 2nd year students. The majority of our academic buildings, student center, library, athletic center, traditional green grass Frisbee throwing environment that we have. And that is located right across the street from Sleeping Giant State Park. So very beautiful, and definitely recommend coming to see it when you do get the chance. Across the street is our York Hill campus. That is upperclassmen housing, our Rocky Top Student Center, and our People's United Center for ice hockey and basketball teams. There is no academics up on this campus, but students living with us, and given that you're coming from New Jersey, you would be living with us for at least 3 years. You would be experiencing our York Hill campus that has beautiful, stunning views. And I will also mention that if you do not follow ice hockey now, you soon will. Our men's and women's ice hockey teams are both traditionally ranked in the top 10 nationally. So it's definitely a huge following for us in a beautiful arena that we have for both ice hockey and basketball. And if you go 10 to 12 minutes away from those 2 campuses, you will find our North Haven campus. Our North Haven campus is only relevant to some of our students. For most of our STEM programs, you're going to find yourself taking classes for all 4 years on our main Mount Carmel campus. But for those of you that are interested in health science or nursing programs, you may find yourself over on a North Haven campus. That is where our medical school is, law school, graduate school of education, our graduate school of health sciences, and our school of nursing. It's an academic only campus that students will not live here at all, just what I refer to as a suits and scrubs kind of feel, pre-professional graduate level campus. We are a medium-sized institution with about 7,000 total undergraduate students and about 3,000 graduates. So we're hovering right under 10,000. We do have a small average class size, about 24 students, no large lecture hall style. You will see in one of those pictures, it looks like a lecture hall, but it's actually one of our event spaces that we hosted our hard hat ceremony for engineering in. And we do have a small student to faculty ratio of 16:1. We do not have any teaching assistants or graduate students teaching any of our classes. Outside the classroom, we're very active and involved. We have 146 student clubs and organizations. We have 21 NCAA Division I programs across Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, ECAC for ice hockey, and Big East for field hockey. And we have a lot of opportunities for students to participate in other curricular activities, whether that's community service, they want to go abroad trips, interest-based groups, organizations, clubs, intramural sports. Our students are quite active and involved outside of the classroom. We do have a very vibrant residential community with a 3-year housing requirement. So for those of you coming from out of state, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd year will be spent living on campus with us between our 2 residential campuses that we have. This is a grab of all of our schools that we have, our graduate schools are going to be education, law, and medicine that you see on the left side of your screen, and some dual degree accelerated programs that we offer on the right hand. But to focus on our STEM programs and majors, we do have a wide variety and cover a lot. We do have a liberal arts core curriculum, so all of our students do take liberal arts courses. But for STEM programs, we have our arts and sciences with your traditional physical sciences. A new program for us is data science, which is housed in our mathematics department. Our School of Business new program is business analytics. We also have computer information systems and a combined computer information systems accounting degree. An entire School of Engineering, which will have computer science and 4 concentrations of engineering. And a highlight for them is they are ABET accredited and have a 99% success rate for our 2019 graduates. And we do have a School of Health Sciences and a School of Nursing that offer a lot, but the science-based programs will be our biomedical sciences and microbiology program. We do have direct admit programs for physician assistant, physical therapy, and occupational therapy. Unique programs for us include our accelerated dual degree programs. We have a 3+1 in business, 3+1 in biology or biochemistry. So you actually walk out the door in 4 years with both an undergrad and a graduate degree. And we have a 4+1 program for biomedical sciences and a 4+1 for cybersecurity in our School of Engineering as options for those that are thinking STEM careers are the way to go. We are moving away from rolling admission to a more traditional timeline. So like many of my colleagues, we do have deadlines in place with early decision to early action and a regular admission, but we'll wait a few months to worry about that. And most of our programs are test optional. We do ask for scores for our physician assistant and 3+3 law programs. However, we're flexible if students don't have them, but all of our other programs will be test optional for students. And if you have questions, feel free to contact me. We are not hosting visits for students that are not admitted right now, but we do have a lot of opportunities to connect with us otherwise for virtual information sessions and virtual open houses. Thanks all, and let us know if you have any questions.
All right, thank you so much, Katie. Our final college of the evening is Lawrence Technological University.
Hello, my name is Patty Rockwood, and I'm admissions counselor, actually a regional admissions counselor at Lawrence Technological University. And I actually live near Buffalo, New York. So I work, I visit with everybody and talk to everybody in New York State and in New Jersey. So I'm very familiar with both those states and everything. So Lawrence Technological University is in Southfield, Michigan. That's about 30 minutes north of Detroit, in a really nice area of Michigan, Oakland County, pretty suburban and everything. And it's also considered the nation's #1 region for engineering, technology, and architecture. So we're really strong in those areas. We have about 3,000 students, about 100 acres. We have four different colleges: architecture and design, business and information technology, arts and sciences, and engineering. Our biggest program is mechanical engineering, and we have that all the way through the PhD, and we have several specialties in that. And then probably civil engineering is our second biggest program. And then I would say architecture, and architecture is a bachelor-master's combination. So it's between 5 and 6 years, and that allows you to take your test to become a licensed architect. We also have a bachelor's degree in architecture for students that might not want to be an architect, but want to be in the field. We also have some, I call them unusual majors. We have transportation design, and that, you probably think of automobiles since we're in Michigan first, but it's not limited to that. It can be anything. We've had students do designs of boats and go in that direction. Obviously, trucks, airline, things like that. And all those students, 100% of them actually have jobs by the time they graduate. So it's a small program, but very strong. So if you're a student that all through school, you were drawing on your notebooks with some kind of transportation design, this program's for you. Also, we have audio engineering technology. That's a bachelor's degree also. And our Our students have a studio that they go to that is known pretty much, I think, across the United States because of the people that work there and everything. And one of our instructors owns the studio. So that's a really good opportunity for students interested in audio engineering technology. And then we also have game design, and under computer science, we have game software development. So whether you're on the art end of game design or on the computer end of game design, we have both of them. We believe in theory and practice. So not only are you going to be in the classroom, you're also going to be able to work on projects right as freshmen. So you can work on projects at school. We also have internships. We have co-ops. You can do the internships and co-ops anywhere in the country. So a lot of students maybe will do like a summer internship and they'll do it at home in the summer and things. So they can do those at home in the summer or even co-ops in the summer. So our cost is between 45 and 47,000, and that includes room and board. But we do have a lot of scholarships. We have academic scholarships, we have sports scholarships, and we have other scholarships for depending what major you're in. We also have an out-of-state scholarship, which students from New Jersey would be totally eligible for, and that's a $5,000 scholarship. So there are a lot of different scholarships, you know, that students can apply for once they apply to school and everything. So housing, about a third of our students live on campus, and we have 3 different residence types of halls. Freshmen right now get the newest hall. So that's a pretty nice facility for students and everything. We have over 60 organizations and clubs, some academic, some fun. As part of that, we have Blue Devil Motorsports, which you don't have to be an engineering student or a mechanical engineering student to be part of that, but anybody can do it, and they build different kinds of auto, like different kind of auto. Some of them are, let's see, electric powered. Some of them are the fast ones. Some of them are Baja. So it really depends on what you're interested in. You can help even if you're not in engineering. So for admissions, we have rolling admissions. We are now test optional for the juniors that are applying, for seniors this year and juniors applying for next year. And we also accept the Common App. So students, juniors can actually apply starting in the summer, going into their senior year, they can apply. And with rolling admissions, they'll know, once they get everything in, and then know whether they're accepted or not. We also have sports. We're NAIA, and that is equivalent to NCAA Division III. The big difference is, except for ice hockey, we do have partial scholarships for sports, including partial scholarships for our band and our pep team, and we are starting cheerleading next year. And we are actually starting, we've had men's hockey, and now we're going to be starting women's ice hockey. We hope that you'll have a chance to look at us. And I forgot to say that Jane Franco is actually doing the chat and giving you information and everything. So between the two of us, you can get information about us. You can go online, and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, panelists, for sharing to us about your colleges and your various STEM programs. We do have a few minutes, so I will be posing a couple questions to our panelists to hopefully give you guys a little bit more insight into their universities and colleges. So the first question is, what is your favorite event or tradition on campus? And we'll be going in the same order that we presented in. So we'll be starting with Chatham University.
Hi, guys. So I think our favorite event or tradition, this is kind of not necessarily like an organized event, but we have a really large hill going up Chapel Hill, and students will sled down it. It's been really snowy this week, and sometimes President Feingold will come out with his wife and they'll actually sled with our students. They put like hay bales at the end so they don't slide off, but it's always super fun to see everyone enjoying the weather.
Next, we have Embry Riddle.
I would say something that on our Daytona Beach campus, our most popular club is our skydiving club because we have access to so many planes. So at any given time, you can look up and you can see students jumping out of airplanes. So that's something that's pretty cool.
Next, we have Florida Tech.
I think my favorite event at Florida Tech is definitely our International Student Festival. It is completely run by students, and you can go to this festival and meet all of the international students, learn about their country, taste their food, learn their dances. So it really brings out all the students, and it's really fun.
Fairleigh Dickinson.
I kind of mentioned one of my favorites, but the access to New York City Broadway shows. I tell students, even if you don't think that theater is something that you'll enjoy, you have to experience Broadway at least one time. And for $25 a ticket, I think you should experience at least one time every single academic year. So that's probably my favorite thing on campus.
Quinnipiac University.
I'll share one of my favorites that's STEM related. I talked a little bit about it, but our hard hat ceremony happens for all of our engineering students. So in their sophomore year, they're actually able to get a hard hat, and you're able to earn stickers for various academic, leadership, or community events throughout the whole 3 years after that. So once our students declare their concentration, you'll be going forward trying to earn, I believe there's 8 now, stickers by your graduation.
And then Lawrence Technological University.
Well, I'm not on campus all the time, but there's a lot of events going on. But one of them that I've been wanting to be there for, one of the nice things about being outside Detroit is that General Motors, Ford, and Chrysler all have their headquarters there. And so they have different events on campus, and one of them is Ford Day, where they bring some of the newest designs and cars that they can take out of Ford and bring them to campus. And then also our students that are the Blue Devil Motorsports, they bring all theirs. And then it's just a fun day. They have food and they have music, and it's kind of a relaxing day, but it's also academic. So you're kind of doing a fun way of doing academics and your career choice and looking at everything.
Looks like we have a couple minutes, so I'll do one more question. What advice would you guys give to students just now going through the college process? So we'll start with Chatham.
So I always say make your pros and cons list. It's really overwhelming, especially now looking in these virtual tours and doing things like that. It's overwhelming. So think to yourself, I really like that campus's dorms, and I'm really excited to live there, or, well, their dining hall might not look that great. And making these pros and cons lists really makes it easier for you at the end of the day, being maybe in your junior year or the beginning of your senior year, because by the time that you have to make that final decision, you'll be able to pull from all of those lists and kind of jumpstart your memory, because sometimes they all blend into each other and you might think, oh, I visited them a year ago and now I have no idea. So make your list and keep them organized. Be organized whenever you're applying, because that organization will lend itself to making the best decision for you.
Embry Riddle.
I also say just keep an open mind. I mean, I'm regional. I live in New Jersey, so dealing with all the New Jersey and the New York students has been great for me because I can relate to them, and I'm here, and I have two children of my own that are in college, so I encourage them to keep an open mind. And I think that there's so many different schools out there now that you guys are having the opportunity to see virtually that if things weren't virtual, you normally would never have the opportunity to see. So in a way, you know, there's a positive spin to this, that you're getting an opportunity to see things that you never would normally even be able to look at. So just, you know, keep an open mind, and maybe there's a school out there that you never would have thought would have been a possibility. So.
Florida Tech.
I always recommend that students go to the schools they're interested in to do a campus tour. And get a feel for campus, talk to students, talk to professors. I know that might be a little bit hard these days, but most schools, they do, especially on this panel, have campus tours. And if not, they have virtual tours. So definitely try and check it out, because you'll be spending 4 years there. You want to make sure it's the right decision for you, and going there and seeing campus, I think, really helps make that decision.
Fairleigh?
I think I can just ditto everything that everyone else has already said. But if there are student panels that are available to you, look on all of these colleges' websites. You can hear from us as much as we're here presenting to you, but sometimes it's always great to talk to current students. So if you have an opportunity to talk to a current student, I think, or a recent graduate, I think that that's always helpful.
Quinnipiac?
I would just say stay in touch. All of us are very welcoming to say reach out and contact us if you have questions. So that's definitely my advice, is to keep in touch.
And then Lawrence Tech, do you have anything to add real quick?
Yeah, don't worry if you don't know what you want to apply for. You can always apply undecided. Try to get some ideas on what you want to do, and we'll help you out. How's that?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, panelists, and thank you, participants, for joining us today. Once I close the session, you guys will be prompted to answer a 4-question survey. Just a reminder, there are multiple more sessions to sign up for the New Jersey. We'll have more on this Thursday, so definitely go out there and check out those sessions. This webinar was being recorded, and it will be available in a week if you guys needed to do a little refresher about anything that was said today. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll hope to see you soon.